Hey guys, we are a long way from home. We've gone up past Elder Island and we're sailing all the way around this giant landmass. There's a shallow spot there. We want to go around. There's more land over that way. Yeah, but it's all plains and swamp. This whole trip has been totally unredeeming qualities of land masses around us. It's been all plains and or swamp. So we've seen at least one. Oh, yeah, there's another goblin town. We've seen 3 goblin towns. We've seen at least one very close Duskito. So we're thinking that goblin town's right about here. So there is not much redeeming about this whole trip. There's nothing to land on, nothing to take advantage of. Not just mapping. Got a couple of outliers. This is very shallow. At least we now have a tailwind. Mostly through the swamp. I had to scull the whole way. It was terrible. And I could try cutting in between those islands and the mainland, but it could be super shallow there. Kind of scary. A scary proposition because you don't know if you're sailing into a bay, because every time you come up here it's cloudy, foggy. There's definitely a little goblin farm or town. And I don't want to get becalmed this close to shore either. The islands could be another peninsula, you just never know. Yeah, that's shallow there. No, we're not going that way. That whole area is full of shallow spots. Does not seem like a good plan. So let's get our butts out around this island here. Trouble is, everything is super close. That's close enough for a Duskito to hit us. And I've not been able to mark much because I can't afford to get in too close to shore. If I die here, I'm not making it back to pick up my body. Not for a long time. Because it is way too far. I've been sailing for like more than a half an hour before I remembered to turn on the recording. Oh yes, shallow through here too. Yep, and I can hear there's a Duskito right there. If he comes toward me, I'm going to have to let go of the steering wheel to fire on him, and I don't know what will happen, so I'm to try to get away from that course. That's what I've been doing, is just, and it's been night or storm or becalmed the whole way. I'm starting to take damage. So far the raft's been a real cheat. We haven't had any damage so far. Knock on wood. You don't hit the sea serpent either. That's the scary part. But if a sea serpent comes after us, we're going to have to go in toward land. And that is scary land, man. We've been playing a fun game between dodge this and dodge that. Seems like we're turning back around toward where we started now. Thank gosh. I thought we were going to be going forever out into the boonies and not really knowing. Oh shit. Gotten dark again. I can see an island ahead of us, so we'll veer out past that. This is the hard part though, you just don't know. If you're exploring in the dark, what do you gain? You know, you don't really see anything. And here I am veering out into the ocean where there are sea serpents. Ugh, this sucks. I know there's an island there somewhere. You can't see it. Between the devil and the deep blue sea, as they say. Oh, and now we're gonna get a storm. Oh shit. This raft is starting to take damage. And I don't have enough wood to build a repair station on me, which was stupid. I can kind of see shore over there. Oh, we've gotten too close. There's some big islands there. Going right by one. You can see land there too. Now I can. I can't tell if it's a island or a wave. I see what looks like an island right over there. But I can't tell if it's a big island or a small island. I think it's a small island. Or is it shore? Looks like now that it might be shore. Ugh, this is terrible. At least we got a tailwind. We can get out of there quickly. See the size of those waves though, you can't really tell what you're looking at. I think I'm in too close to shore though. Definitely too close to shore, whatever that shore was. I can't see rocks ahead of us or whatever. I can see rocks off there shining in the moon. Those are trollfish. That doesn't mean anything. That's still plains, and you don't really see trolls on plains. Now we've got another landmass ahead of us. I think that's an inlet, and this is a promontory, or a peninsula. So we're going to go out and around it, because I see a goblin house on it. They do have arrows. Oh, now it's saying Black Forest. So So that's the first indication of black forest we've had in a while. So once we get off the edge of the plains, we might be able to dip in and make a workbench and repair the raft. I think we're starting to take a little bit of damage here and there. There's a gray dwarf. On the other hand, we haven't taken that much damage. I don't know how you tell what the damage is without whipping out your hammer, which means I'd have to let go of the steering wheel, which I do not want to do. Alright, so we are headed back. We're definitely headed back. So this half of it, or this little corner of it anyway, is meadows. Now we're into black forest and now meadows. So that's pretty unthreatening. But I know that where we started off over here was all plains. Let's go outward a little bit because it's shallow there. Meadows could still have a troll. Looks like there's a river or something there. Sometimes it looks like there's like a land over there, but you can't tell if that's Sidril, the big tree, or if that's... Oh, we're back to black forest, okay. That does explain the trollfish. So there are some portions of this island where we could potentially land and know what we're doing. And I'm comfortable now in black forest where obviously meadows, not a problem, but the plains, they're still very scary. I have traversed them, but you have to have your head on a swivel especially when you're alone. We don't have much wind here. We're just teasing on the edge. We still have a long way to go to get back over to the Elder Isle. Yeah, I'm just back on Skull Power again. We got gray dwarfs. I can definitely see them. If there's a troll or a bear on any of these islands sticking out, then we're in trouble. We're going to be living here a while. Which we could do if we had to. This wouldn't be that much fun. We have to go back to meadows to gather some more leather and try to find a way to make another ship. For the raft, all you need is leather, resin, and wood. 6 leather scraps. Something there glowing. Just mist, I guess. I'm gonna have to get in closer to shore because I'm afraid of the sea serpents creeping up on me in the dark. Now that's a troll house there, so we don't want to get too close there. Or it could be. They'll wade right out into the water and bash it. I've had several rafts get smashed, but I've never seen whether there was anything to redeem from them because I've always been on the run from the moment I got to shore. So I never went back to look and see if you could redeem anything. That looks like, is that a rock or a troll standing in the water? I can't tell. I don't want to hit either one. Oh, looks like we're back to swamp then. Don't see anything off that way. If it's swamp, we need to stand out a bit more from shore. Okay, we need to eat something. We got a little bit more. Yep, we're back to swamp again. Or we'll be in a second here. Can't afford to get too close because of the leeches. And I think we're back into our favorites, prairie and swamp, which isn't going to be a great combination. I can't really tell if this is two islands that I've been going around or if it's one big kidney bean shaped place. I don't know. We have to play this tricky game of close but not too close. Stay away from the sea serpent, stay out of the swamp. Can't afford to have leeches come after us. If we get too far away from shore and a sea serpent hits us, then we won't be able to swim to shore and we'll die. There's a small cabin there. A good safe zone. Well, relatively safe. That'd be a place to store stuff from the swamp. Or pick up by a boat. Oh yeah, we're curving in big time. Thank God. Oh, nope, there's more swamp. I figured it was that was too easy. Swamp sticking out there. So I think that's going to extend along here, and then we're going to get back to goblins. And we're just going to sail straight back across it. Yeah. Not a whole lot of redeeming qualities on this whole island, I tell you. But as soon as we hit the end of that swamp, I can guarantee you we're going to be back to plains. And the fact that it renders in so slowly means you don't know what you're hitting. You're sailing towards something you can't really see. I'm a little on edge. Yeah, I can see the flat islands up ahead. And that usually means goblins. And I know there's goblins between me and home. So, but is it all one big island or is it multiples? That I don't know. Yep, that's Goblin Town when you see those yellow trees like that. Yellowy white. And you can't bet that you can sail in between those two islands either. Because it could be shallow and then you get stuck. And then the mosquitoes get you. I think we better head out around this island here. This is how I ended up going in such a weird shape to begin with, because I was dodging this way and that to avoid all the crap that was coming up on the horizon. Yeah, no, we're going to go back out around that island. And you have to miss it by a significant margin too, because of the death mosquitoes. While keeping an eye on your food, while dealing with the fog. Ugh, this suck ass. This exploring business is tough. Right, there's the prairies, there's an island. Yeah, you can see shallows in between, so you'd get stuck. I think for sure. Now, is this another island or is this a peninsula? Who knows? What I do know is I'm about to become becalmed if I sail directly that way. I don't want to be out here in the middle of nowhere becalmed, so I'm going to try to sail real close to the wind here. See how shallow that is? Something black sticking out. I don't know what that is. This way. Big tar pit. This place is full of tar pits too. And they have very aggressive blobs that's... Oh, yeah, there we go. Now we're just on skull power. We're sculling out into something we can't even see. I know there's an island there from before the mist came down, but I don't know how big it is or where it ends. We have to miss it by a margin. The mosquitoes can swim out into the middle of nowhere, but are we sailing out into the middle of nowhere, or are we trying to avoid an island? It's really hard to tell. I can't see anything ahead of us. Let's go this way just a little bit. We are walking a very fine line between ramming right into an island full of mosquitoes that'll kill you, or missing an island that will, and going out into the middle of the ocean. I can't see jack. To me, it looks like we're sailing right out into the middle of the ocean, but I know that's not true. Because we could see it before the fog lifted. But now I can't see anything. I see some trees ahead of us, yeah, okay. Completely becalmed. I can see some trees there. But what's ahead of us? I have no idea. Shallows. So scary. Yeah, we can see that island. So let's try to go out around it. We can hope that we can see something more as we get closer. I know there's a goblin farm out here somewhere. Oh yeah, I think that's land we're sailing right toward. Pretty sure that's shore. Yep, now I can just see the edge of the shore. There's a big lock standing there, which means there's probably mosquitoes and goblins real close by. See, that's what I thought. We have to get... I think it's two separate islands that I've been going around. This one and then that one. but I can't see because the fog is always so heavy here, you can't really tell what you see ahead of you. There, I see some land directly ahead of me now. And there's a big goblin town on one of these points. So we don't want to be too close to the point at all. Because we saw it when we were coming in we did a quick drive-by in the bigger ship. Okay, there's a point there. Sticking pretty far out. I can't see anything out further. Yeah, it's always like this in the Goblin Land. It's shrouded in mist. Got fish on my left. Scared the crap out of me there for a sec. At least we're not totally becalmed at the moment. I can see land over there. I can see trees. I see a tall stone there. Go out a little further away from land because we're within mosquito range. Oh, there we go. Thank you. So that's what we've been missing in the fog. That's close enough. Those tall stones are a signature of Goblin Land. I don't know if they signify anything, if they're religious, if they're... I don't know. But I don't want to know. Okay, so what we're doing is we're coming around the corner, and then there's a big goblin town there. And then we gotta streak east to across the open water to get back to the Elder Island. And that's a little nerve-wracking too, because we know there are sea serpents there, but we are going to be heading real close to the islands that are across there, so I'm hoping that we'll steer clear of anything. Nope, there's another one of those. We have a lot of birch trees. I think that's what the yellow trees are. Birch trees. Yeah, you can start to see the islands. That's what we're aiming for. To get back to Elder Isle. That's where we came off of. I brought the ingredients for the raft with me and came through the portal. Built the raft there and then sailed around this whole place. Oh man, we're almost there. Almost made it all the way around. See what I mean about it rendering in late? Yeah, there's a big goblin village there. We saw fires and stuff when we came by. They have arrows and they are very accurate, so you want to stay way away from that. I believe we'll have very shortly circumnavigated this whole island complex, whatever. I don't know if you would call it an island or a combination of two islands. Yeah, see where those two tall spires are? All in around there we saw goblin fires and out onto the point. And they can start swimming out, and when you're moving at the speed of this raft, they can catch you. Especially if you turn and you turn dead into the wind. Yep, now we're ready to... I'm going to ease around this corner and then we're going to head for that little island. We can see the flat one. I want to make sure that I touch on all this area. As I can see on the mini-map that we just have to a little further to go and then we'll have touched on this entire... No, I'm not going that close. There's rocks. Alright, so now we're going to head for that island. You can't see anything again, of course. In amongst a bunch of little islands is the Elder Island, and I think that's what we were seeing there. I'm going to have to hope for the best that we could just blitz for that. And not get hit by a sea serpent. We're too far out in the... Now I did kill all the creatures that were on the Elder Island once, but I don't know if that means they're still dead. Because there's plains on this end of it, and there's goblins and locks, but I did kill the locks. So we want to go around to the other end of the island to land. It could still be Duskitos. So let's go around this rock here. And there's an island across the way, but it's across a lot of open water, and I didn't feel comfortable going there. Okay, we're going to try to shoot the difference between these two sets of islands. Rocks and sandbars. Now that's the goblin town on the right, and that's our humble abode with the portal in it on the left. That's the Elder station there on the end with the force. So we're not gonna take a chance and go across that other island today. Chicken. See that one right there? These have been a lot of stress already. I'll bring this. Don't know what we hit there. But I just brought the raft out here and plunked it into the water, so I know we're within reach of the repair machine. Try to bring it in here nice and gently. See if we can fix it. Not close enough. All right. That was nerve-wracking. Oh. Well, we didn't find anything or bring anything to take home with us. We'll just take what we've got in these boxes. Can't take that. Yep, that's it. Let's go home. Shoo. Holy mackerel, guys. So I'm going to go write this to the map real quick, and then I'm going to go take a look at it. Let's see. Alright. I'll be right back. I have to go through the recipe myself. Okay. Let's look at our map. Okay, so it was swamp and goblins. And then over in here was black forest. Help me spell it right. Meadows. I think that's about right. So we had mostly swamp on this side. This was all prairie. This was all prairie. Plains, I mean. All plains. So this whole island here is nothing but goblins. Before you get all the way up here. I could maybe explore, but the explorable part seems very small. So, the next part is this one over here. But that's open ocean. There's no rocks. Like in here there was rocks between, so it kind of felt like there wasn't going to be any sea serpent. This is blatantly open. We have run into a sea serpent. That's why this veered that way. We ran into a sea serpent and ran back towards shore. So I don't want to go there. I've explored this whole island over here. I call West Isle. That's as west as we've been so far. That doesn't mean there isn't more out here. I'm sure there is. But I haven't seen any sign of it yet. And then I went down and went around the edges of this. There is another place down here. What I don't have there is a portal. So I have to take the stuff for a portal and put it in there. And sail down there for that. We don't have a portal here at Deepwater House either, but we wouldn't really need one at both. We got a portal over here. I think I'll go down here and put a portal here, and then go on down here and explore what's over here. I don't know if it's islands like here, or if it's a whole other piece of land. But the center part of this whole thing is ice and snow. So I expect that there's going to be silver up there. We know we saw a troll house here. But I think I'll go there with a and take a portal. Put that there so we can at least have a place there. Now we know there's more stuff down here. The further away you get from the core of where we started here, the more dangerous it gets. So we know there's a large landmass over here. We know there's a large landmass over here. I haven't gotten to it because I'm scared to go in the little raft. So we do have a raft still at the deep harbor, and we've got a raft here. I forget where the third one went. I think maybe there are two here. Because we had a third one. Got killed and had to come back home and make a third one. Okay, so we just left one at Elder. So either I have to go back up there and sail it home, which I don't want to do because that's open ocean. Or I have to go look and see if we've got one out front. 'Cause I must have sailed one home, so there must be one out front. Let's go see. And also, I think I need to get some more food. Did I remember to write that? I did, didn't I? Just to make sure. I think I did. Okay, how much food have I got left? I've got 3, 4. I'll drop off this extra stuff too. There we go. Alright, let's get a little bit more food. Okay, we'll take some of those too. Now we've got lots of things that give us stamina. We got some things that give us health. We'll put back anything we don't use at the end. But we have gotten like twice or 3 times into this situation where we got off exploring and didn't have enough food. Wood. There we go. And those. A flint. Okay, now what we're gonna need is... No, you know what? I don't think I need anything. I think I've got... Yep, I've got a raft right out here. Around. Now from that point a little bit because there's rocks there. We have a sea serpent here in this harbor, so we're going to stay fairly close to shore. And I did forget to repair the raft before we left, but I did repair it when I landed. So unless there's been big storms or anything, we'll be calm. Okay, here we go. Then we're going to be okay. The tricky part about sailing is making sure that you're facing the way the boat is facing when you make decisions about which way to turn. I'd be like looking off here trying to decide which way to turn. It didn't work out that well for me. I made a lot of mistakes when I first got started sailing. It's hard to keep your mind on what your tiller's doing, what your sail's doing, what the wind is doing, what the water's doing. And making subtle changes and then correcting your direction after you get the change. Like if you want to make a sudden change, you have to really romp on it. But subtle changes are are better. With a slight amount of wind we might able to take advantage of. And you correct the way your ship is pointed and then negate the correction when you've got the turn that you wanted. You have to keep your eye on it, because if you let go of the steering wheel for a little bit, or you point it in a direction and then don't pay attention, it will continue to sail in the direction that you pointed it, whether you like that or not. It seems obvious, but it's not, because you usually have your mind on, are there rocks up there? Is there sea serpent nearby? Is there other stuff you have to pay attention to, like a troll waiting offshore? That's not very likely here, because that's all meadows and it's been tamed by us for many times. But it's always possible. I'm getting the hang of it. But I prefer the little raft to the bigger ship, and that's just because it's less to lose. If I do some bonehead move and get us killed, I don't want to take a big asset with us. And as I recall, there are lots of rocks along this point. I think there are 3 sets of rocks. I can see one sticking out. You can sort of see little reeds sticking up from it. Yeah, there's the sandy part. And there's one more a little further out that you can just see the reeds sticking out of. There it is. You now see it. There we go. Now we can get back around. Now we have to miss the rocks at the next point. Where William's house renders in. We went and saw his house in our last video. He's done a really nice job of building it. You have to build out the land, and he's got it all nice and flat too. That's not easy to do. There's a real knack to using the hoe. I haven't quite figured out yet. Those are the islands that we went across to West Isle. It's not too far across there. We're about to sail directly into the wind, so we're going to lose our sail power if we turn any tighter. Give ourselves a little bit more leeway. we have to be careful because there's rocks right at the end of that point. And a very good possibility that there could be a troll or a bear there. See that way that tree is rendering in out on that island is it's either that island or the next one out where there's often a troll standing there. Go again with the fog. We want to avoid the bear and or troll that are sometimes on these rocks. Especially now that we're completely becalmed. And it's getting dark. Always an exciting combination. A tiny bit of wind. Now it'll be calm again. Here's our shallow spot there with the rocks and the small island. Now we've got a point to get out around. I think we're just going to clear it. I'm going to get past those 3, 1, 2, 3, and then head straight for that. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't bring the portal stuff. What an idiot. Oh my gosh, guys. I am sometimes just a heck of an idiot. Let's see. We've come a long way for me to run home and get it. We're just going to have to explore with a raft. That's all there is to it. Okay, that's one of the points. Got gray dwarfs on it. You can see their green eyes. Shaman. They will swim out to the boat. We're just inching along here. I'm hoping that the wind will pick up before we get in the right direction, before we get around that gap that I have to sail across. You can see the rocks sticking further out just ahead of us on the next point. And that is the point that we have to sail past to get out to the island. I'm starting to be able to see trees on the island now, though. but we're gonna have to sail it with no sail because we're gonna be traveling directly into the wind. Okay, we have to get to the outer edge of that island. So we need to leave shore behind and pray a lot. You're right, I don't feel rested at all. It's easy to become so aware of what you're doing that you forget to eat. No, we didn't hit anything, guys. That was just damage. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to stop at our island harbor, which I'm just starting to be able to see. We'll repair the boat. I'd like to make this a deep harbor, but it's not really all that deep at the moment. We do have rocks all around our entrance. It's not the best positioning of a harbor. I forgot to bring, I was going to bring the portal for the lower island and just leave this one, but I really should have put a portal on both of them. But definitely the southern island. That was so stupid. I got all excited and headed out before I thought it through. We should have one. I think I could see one mast here, so we've got one raft here. Oh, where did the third raft go? I took this one from home. There we go. I should be able to fix it right here because I have a workbench up on that. Okay, that's fixed. Let's go see what we got on land here. I can't remember. Okay, nothing too exciting. We got some food. Oh, we got a hoe and a couple of hammers, some ore. Looks like they skewered themselves on the protective spikes. They can still get in, but it does slow them down, I think, to some extent. You know what we need is, we need to make a portal. We need fine wood. We need, 10 eyes. We might actually have most of what we need. We need birch though. I don't think we're gonna find any birch trees here. Let's see if we can fix our spikes. Yeah, make sure that they're all in good working order. Definitely things have been hitting them. Definitely. Oops, nope. That's not what we meant to do. I put several layers of them in here to try and detour the hoi polloi. So we need 2 hurtling stones as well. So we're not going to be able to find that unless we can get into a barrow. We might be able to find them in a barrow. So we know where there are barrows. And we'll have to look for birch. But birch you only really find in meadows. Maybe down here. This is meadows, I think. So we might be able to find the things we need to make a portal. It's gonna be tricky. See what we got here that we could use. We need some of these. We need 10 of those. Leave behind any weight that we don't need to carry. We'll need 10 regular wood. Don't need stone. We need 10 of those. We need 10 regular wood, 2 circling cords, and a bunch of lime, or fine wood. Okay, so we've got nothing there we can use. Nothing there we can use. Let's get rid of some of this. Yeah, we're gonna need that. Let's get rid of the pine cone. Oops. No, we don't want to do that. Okay. I want to get rid of that seed. Oh shoot, I got rid of my eyeballs. Swear to God. Yeah, be careful using that tool. Alright, now let's see. Let's get rid of that. Oh, there's one right there. There, now we can get rid of everything we don't want. Oh, and the puke berries too. I don't want to take those. Okay, now we're back down to what we need. Now you have to hope for the circling course. We have to go into the. We'll have to go into the barrows. Okay. Not going to do us any good at the moment. The large fish trying to attack us. Okay, so now we have to aim straight for the boat base. You tuck it this way a little bit. That should be enough. And then hope for the best. Sailing directly across a big strait with no sail power. Not stupid at all. I'm going to crib that a little bit. Fingers crossed, guys. I'm very nervous. We got no wind. We got a long sea passage here. Yeah, we want to crib it a little bit more to the left. We got no visibility whatsoever. What could go wrong? Keep going, baby, keep going. We're driving directly into the wind. Oh, we're about halfway across now. Maybe. Not even. Yikes. I'm scared. Come on, wind. Oh, good. Wind. We don't have much, but we got a little. We got 3 bars up. There's 3 chevrons. We're going a lot faster than we were. Slightly more to the right. So we hit at the boathouse and not at one of the other islands. It's like piss poor visibility. Still can't see the island. Unnerving noises and stuff. Well, now we're about halfway across. This was really scary the first time, but this is just as scary. Okay, I'm starting to see islands. We're aiming right for our house. You can see the other islands now, so I think I could swim that far if we got hit by a sea serpent right now. Oh, we're falling off the wind. Only just a tiny bit of wind left. Okay, I can see I can see the house. I think there's rocks between us and there, but I don't think they're too bad. Oh, there's where the other raft is. Why were there two down here? Oh, because I got killed here, yeah. Remember this? The swamp formed and attacked the house while I was in the bathroom? I came back and I was getting out of the bed at home. Okay, so I'm gonna go in the house and see if I made a bed here. If I didn't, I'm gonna think about respawning here. Only trouble is I only have the one set of armor. So if I get killed, I won't have anything to wear. That would suck. We're home. Home away from home. Okay, so now what do we have here that I could use? Anything? I've got more wood. Okay. Lots more wood. Okay. We've got eyeballs. Now we just need circling cores. 2 circling cores and birch wood. Of that we do not have any. That's going to be the stumbling block because I don't think I've seen a birch tree on this whole place. It's all black forest. Alright, so off we go into the hinterlands. We need to get the barrow. So that's right there. I don't know if I've actually been inside that barrow yet. I can't remember. Well, we're going to go take a look. Maybe it'd be better to leave the goods for the... No, we've got enough left here. We've got the things that I have here already here in duplicate, so it doesn't matter if I take them with me and lose them. Now I know there's a troll house up in here too. Oh, we might get those things from a troll. But I think we went in the troll house and discovered there was nothing in it. Let's go look. Including no troll. Troll house is farther down the hill. Okay. Let's go up to the barrow first. It's a land of steep hills, that's for sure. I don't know if I've been through here or not. We're going to find out in a second. I might have been. In which case, I'm not sure if we get a circling core or not. Oh, nope, we haven't been through here. Okay, that's good. Ah, circling core. I see it. Lots of them. Cool. So that was one of our stumbling blocks to getting out of here. We needed at least 2 of those. Oh. Oh, that's the Elder 1. Okay. Take everything. Okay, so now we have... That's the 3rd component to getting our portal going. Now we need a lot fine wood. So there's two ways to get fine wood. One is to find a boat wreck, and I think there is a boat wreck on here. And the other is to find birch trees. Okay, this is back out to the central area. Do we miss anything in here? I was so focused, I don't think so. Alright, now we'll go through there's no middle on this one, so because there's always a left, a right, and a middle. But that's where the middle one would go, and that's blocked off, so we don't have anything there. There's our right. Yep, we certainly have enough circling cores now. That's the way out. Nothing up there. And nothing there. So, that's it. We're done with this barrow. Oh no, no we're not. I take that back. Got one more way to go. Hot dog. We got more riches and more food, which reminds me, I need to eat something. I thought I brought plenty of food, but that was with the understanding that I was going to be making a portal. Now I'm not sure I did bring enough food. Plenty of circling cores, that's for sure. Plenty of riches. You guys aren't going to need it. We'll take everything out of here. So we got what we needed. We don't need to go into the troll house. Okay, back this way. There we go. That was that. Okay, so let's look at the map and mark that one done so we don't go back there. And we're full of stuff, so we need to go drop stuff off home. Alright, home away from home here. Go this way. We could go kill the troll, in which case we wouldn't have to deal with the troll again. It's right below us here. I think we've been in this troll house before and it was unoccupied. Can't bet that it will be this time though. Yep, unoccupied. So I did kill a troll when I first got here. And it's possible that that was the troll from here. I did look around on the ground. I didn't see any more riches. Yeah, this is the wet one. Got lots of yellow mushrooms, that's for sure. But yeah, I killed a troll when I first got here. And I think maybe it was the troll from this. But it's weird because they almost always have a treasure house, and that one did not in any way have a treasure house, so that's really weird. Actually, now that I think about it, I did kill 2 trolls when I came here. I killed the one that attacked out here, and I killed the one that was on the mainland. Okay, so we got bones. We'll put all of our riches here. Let's put them all in one spot. Gonna keep the mushrooms with us in case we run out of food, because we are kind of edging toward that a little bit. We'll leave the feathers behind and the regular flint arrows. There's some amber. We'll put in the amber one. Lots of amber. Don't know where we got that. Okay. All right, now we need birch trees. That's the only thing we have left that we need. Or, oh, I didn't want either one of those, so let's throw those out. A boat wreck. It seems to me that I saw a boat wreck somewhere. But it might not have been on this island. No, it wasn't this island. So I think what we'll do is we'll head south. And we'll look for the meadows area. This might be meadows over here, because that's going to have birch. So we're going to head south. We might as well cut through the part we haven't seen yet. Though I think that might have been cutting around something. I think we might have been cutting around something that we didn't want to deal with. Like a bear or a troll. Wait, it's dark. I think maybe there was a bear or a troll here before. That's why I didn't go in any further in that area. Or I might have just decided to swing back toward the coast. I don't know. There's a very steep hill there. Interesting. So there's some kind of a split there. Oh, okay. And there's a very high, steep cliff over there. That's why I didn't go that way. Not fond of the high, steep cliffs. Oh, and a bear. That might be one of the big bears too, because it's particularly aggressive. lost sight of me for a minute, and the gray dwarfs brought him back. Yeah, he's a very aggressive bear, there's no doubt about that. He's sticking with it for a lot longer than bears usually do. Oh, he's coming after me. Oh, that was a nice boost. They don't usually swim after you like that. Oh, troll. I'm between the devil and the deep blue sea, as they say. Alright, so we'll just go uphill here. Let the bear and the troll deal with each other. Yeah, this is an island of very steep mountains. Look how steep that is. No, there's no way you're going to get up that. It's not some very careful inching and a lot of stamina. Alright, so we're just going to keep heading along here around that troll. Okay. Here's where we wanted to go anyway. Down to here and then across to there to see what that was. So we'll have to look and see if we can find meadows. We need enough birch tree to get 25. Oh shit, another bear. Jeezy Pete's. This place is lively. I don't know if this is meadows down here or black forest. Oh, it's just hill. Hill and more. It wasn't actually meadows. Oh, maybe it is. We haven't got around the end of the hill yet. Meadows. Alright. Now we have a chance at birch trees. There's one. Yay. And I think we left the bear behind. There he is. I thought it was the boar trying to hit me. Okay, guys. I'm going to chop down this birch tree. Oh no, not into the water. Oh, we need that. We need that. So you gotta swim in and push it back. Bastards. I need that birch tree. They keep walking it back in. That's nice of them. Uh-oh. Okay, that's all regular wood. I need to go out there and swim that back to shore. Quick. Okay, now, how much have we got? Oh, I've got 9. 9 of the right woods. We need 20. So we need at least one more birch tree. Or a shipwreck. That might be meadows over there too, so we might have some options. Let's keep looking. Oh, I do see 2 birches over there. Oh, there's one there too. There's 2. Phew, guys, we're saved from being an idiot. Knock on wood. Because you don't get all fine wood from them. We did it! We did it. We can now make a portal. Alright, so now the kick is, do we go back to the house to make the portal? Or do we just make one here? Because we can always move it. This could be our rescue portal right here. I say we make a rescue portal right here. Before we go across into that other land. So that we can come back here if we need to. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, let's do it right here if we can. So we'll need a crafting bench. There we go. And then we'll make a portal. Alright, now we can go home. Let's go home and dump off all this stuff. Bring me out at my rescue portal, which I disconnected from the last rescue. Now we can make another portal and call it... What would we call that? South Isle. It's not the most further south though, Southwest Isle. This we called West Isle, so we'll call this Southwest Isle. And I could make another portal here, and then I could travel there through C and change the name of it. Or I could just leave it as C for now and decide whether we even need a portal there in the long run. That's probably a better idea. Okay, so you don't need all that resin. We're not going to need the eyes anymore, or the circling course, because we already got our portal. We left behind some good stuff though, so we're going to have to go back for our good stuff. And eventually, after we explore that southern island, I think what we'll do is we'll move the portal up to the boathouse. That's going to be so much more convenient. Okay, there we go. Fine wood up here. Okay, now let's go get rid of the yellow mushrooms. We did make some more. As well add some more stuff to this while we're here. Okay, so we made enough to make that complete. And we made some more gray. There we go. And we've got some rocks to get rid of. Have we got enough food? Could probably use a little bit more food. Hate this stupid table that showed up in the middle of our room. Okay, so I've got 7 of those. I'll take 5 more of these. Actually, I'll just take 5 of those. There we go. Got a stand of 5 already. Now we have 7 of everything. 7 total feeds. Should give us plenty of time. Alright, now back to sea. Put on our helmet. Alright, we're going to leave that there. Seems to be a fairly safe zone. And we're going to go across that island to that other island, or other land. Might as well take that. Oh, looks like we got meadows and swamp over here. Yep, we got swamp for sure. Oh wow. 1 silver arrow. No, that was a fire arrow. Did him in. Really? Look, a skeleton over there. We got leeches. I like a leech. staying out of the water. Got one of them. There we go. Got the blood bags. Okay, now did I get 2 blood bags? I did. Alright, so we've got a swamp to deal with. And there's a tower there. About there. Stone. Oops. Stone. Ruin. Swamp. Ruin. Just in case it was any doubt. Let's go this way for now. Got lots of birches. Oh, cool. We can use these. If we get more wolves, we can make more wolf skewers. Okay, so we've got meadows along here. With a Hail Mary. Okay. Now let's put this on. Let's see if we find anything hidden. So this is pretty long and skinny. Oh, look, there's a town. Or a house, anyway. I don't hear bees. Regular arrows. Okay, let's fix this up. This is going to be our first house. Have we got enough wood? Nope. But we've got enough to make a crafting bench. Fix this place up a bit. Use it for storage. Okay, so now we just have to gather wood to make a viable ceiling. Oops. No worries there. Shouldn't take long. Clear out some of this undergrowth and we'll be able to see better. There's another one there. Oh, and here's one of those tall ones, like a hunter's hide. Hot dog. The The red ones are kind of hard to come by. I think I saw one. I think there's another mushroom here, but I don't see it. So. Now I've tried to fix these up and they're hard to fix. Oh, there it is. These are hard to fix up. So I think what we'll do is we'll just knock it down and use the wood. I wonder if it's easier to knock it down if you just do the... Oh, you can't do that without the crafting station. Interesting. I thought it would maybe collapse when I... Oh, that's funny. Oh, it is falling apart now. That's funny. Okay. Oh, there we go. It will eventually collapse. Oh, hey, is that fine wood? No, it's just that we have too much. Okay, let's get rid of that guy. We don't need him. Definitely need more wood. Alright, so now we've got that one, and then we've got this one down here, too. Oh, that one's a little compromised. Got a tree growing right up through the middle of the house. I don't even think we'll be able to get in. Nope. And if we cut it down, we'll probably smash the house. Did a pretty good job of it. Not too bad. Not too bad. You might be able to fix it. There's no real benefit to it though. Let's get this one set up. It's our little home away from home down on this end of the island. Around this way. Okay. First things first, let's get some wood going. I mean some fire, so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, now let's get our... I think it's the steep one. Yep. This is awkward, always awkward. How do you get this position in there? There we go. Okay, that was pretty straightforward. Let's put away the things we don't want to carry with us. Don't need that. Don't need that. We'll put some there. I'm definitely taking those home. And we don't need the flint head arrows, so we'll leave those. This one is stamina. This one is also stamina. Let's go with the bigger stamina of the two. Alright. So now I've got a little pied-à-terre here, so we can relax. And I think that it needs one more thing above the door. It needs one of these thingies. But I don't know whether or not it will fit. No, that doesn't look right. Maybe it's the other one. Yeah, it's that one. I think. We'll see it. We'll be able to see better in daylight. I think that might be right, though. Doesn't seem quite right, does it? No, I think it is this one. Oops, there went my phone again. Knock it on the floor every time I... This is tricky. Getting that to touch properly. Ah, there we go. Yeah, it was that one. I have a very small desk here, and I keep knocking my stuff on the floor. Alright, so it is a bigger one. It's okay. I don't really care. There he is. There's a jerk trying to break my house. Okay, so now let's go this way. No, wait, we want to go this way because we didn't fully explore this other island. There's a lot of leks. Oh, there's another house. Or necks, I mean. I don't know why. Hey, something's trying to break down that house. Are they beating up my house? Oh, they were killing gray dwarfs. Oh, look, there's a stone house here. Cool. Pretty banged up one. I think that sound I'm hearing is the skeletons shooting arrows at the gray dwarfs. Can't see Jack though. Yep, there's still skeletons up top. Okay. Ah, booger. And I'm hitting the wall. I can't back out far enough to hit him. Ah, there we go. There we go. Let's put those there, put those there, put those there. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to fix this one up. We'll mark it though. Tall stone ruin. Alright, so this is the point of the island. This is the northernmost point of this island. We've got tin. Let's get rid of some of these stumbling blocks. That's a really hop, skip, and a jump across to the northern island. Okay. Try to get rid of some of this junk. I see those eyes. What's that sound? Okay, we'll get all that stuff. Got some resources, there we go. This is not copper. Why are they fighting so much over this little bulb of an island here? Strange. Okay, that's why we're too heavy. Come on up here where I can see you better. Daylight, yes, thank you. You should see what I'm doing. Oh, another one. Oh! Oh yeah, we definitely want that. That's our third one. What can we leave behind? Yeah, we don't care about rocks so much. Huh. I don't know what they're for, but I've got 3 of them now. It says you can stack them up to 10, so... So this is pretty close to that tall stone ruin. Alright, so this little island that we're on is here. I might not need to know where, I mean, they might not need to know where it is, but I like to know where things are because you might need to shelter. Now I can't remember where I was when I built that other one. I didn't mark it. Shit, see? Here's that stone house. I think it was this way, but I'm not sure. Nope, I don't think so. This is about it for the wood. Yep, we can't pick up any more wood, so we're good there. Is this the one I fixed up? Yeah, this is the... No, this is not the one I fixed up, because there's... But it was like that with a tree right in front of the door. I don't remember which direction it was. I think it was back this way. There's a piggy over there. I don't want to kill him. The trouble with running around in the dark. Ah, it's not the end of the world if we lost the house. Not the end of the world at all. Aha! I think we just found it again. But the main thing I was thinking was, I've got storage in here already established, so I can put some stuff away. Definitely want to take that stuff with us. We don't care too much about that. Got a lot of wood. We can take that home. We could really use that at home. That leaves me 3 spots. And I'll have a couple freed up for food pretty soon. Alright, so... Now this is the way we haven't been yet. We've gone through that little wooden house over there. We don't want to deal with that right now. Okay, we got a second island. Okay. And we got swamp. Meadow right next to swamp. That's interesting. Eat another bite. There's a Draug over there. Nope, we got him with one shot. Well, it took us 3 to hit him, but 1 killed him. That's kind of surprising. Oh, hello. Don't mind if I do. And always use the blood bags, guys. Shoot, that blood bag is too deep. Did I get it? I think I got it. I didn't get the... Now he'll come back. Yeah, we need blood bags, because that's how we're going to make the... That's how we make the health potion. Oh, there's some... It will come back, I promise you. Eventually. Meanwhile, something else is creeping up on you. No doubt. That's how this place works. There he is. Magic. Got our blood bag. Okay, so we know this is swamp. So we had a little meadow's head on a big old chunk of swamp. No idea if there's any end to that. Let's go back to the meadows and finish mapping that out. Yep, we got a little V of meadows here to fall back to when swamp gets to be too much. And then to really skinny. They're really hard to deal with, these really skinny ones. And you fall right off the edge, and then you have to struggle back up the other side with a... it takes all of your stamina. Comes a blob. I wonder if you could shoot a blob with an arrow. Yep, you can. Got a whole bunch of islands off there. Most of which are swamp. Let's put on our sounding thing so we can find a iron. Oh, I can't do that. I'm too heavy. The dragon's sneaking up on me. I could take some ancient tree with me. Comes a drager. An ooze. Yeah, we're getting a little short on food. Not too bad. So we don't know anything about this land except that it's covered with swamp. We have no idea how big it is or how small. We sure don't. But my experience has been okay, so it's on that shore too. It's sticking out from the edge of that one too. So let's go over there and explore that a little bit. Aha, leeches. Yeah, I think I did him in. There's a one gone. Okay, he's coming back. There, two done. Yep, get us back on the shore real quick, because here comes another one. That's one thing you'll never be short of. Okay, now we got 9 blood bags. That's cool. We need those. So one thing we do not want to do is wander out into the deep water. But we want to get across quickly. I don't mind if I attract them. Oh, look at the size of that fish. Let's go down and check out this swamp down here. Drauga already coming. Bunch of skeletons and a blob. Got rid of the blob. Got leeches. Here comes that one back. Oh, new one. New one and low. See, they're tempting you to go back down into the water. To get that blood bag. And then just when you hit the water, they come back. You can play that game, buddy. Here comes the leech. Is that one I've already killed? Partly? Yep. There we go. We got their blood bags. Back up on shore. Okay. Now this is a red skeleton. That's interesting. He's sneaking up on me. Well, that was a tougher one than I faced before. He gave me 3 sets of bones. Alright, let's go this way. Twofer. There's something down there, but I don't know what. Oh, it's a circling. More leeches. Ah! This is what I meant. Tough to stay on top. What's that? That's a Drauga. They're very accurate, these little guys. But I can be too. There, I got him. Missed him on that one. One more. Missed. Shoot. Got real dark real quick. I can get him. Okay, now let's get the fuck out of this water. Quickly. There's the trouble. Boy, it got real dark real fast. Here, we can't see really. There's a circling off that way. And that's a super steep. So we don't want to be here. Yeah, super steep shore here. We've gone all the way around there. You have to use your whole amount of stamina to get up this freaking hill. Jeez. Okay, I don't want to stumble around a swamp in the dark. So we now know what's down there. Is swamp, swamp, and more swamp. And I don't want to go in there alone. I'm chicken shit. I want to go back to my, right around here somewhere is my, which I didn't mark, which was stupid. And go back to my portal. I could stumble around here in the dark and just completely miss it, you know. It's around here somewhere. It was directly across from the other island, so it's... Ah, there it is. Good thing it's red. Okay, so... Do we want a portal down here? I think we do. So we're going to have to go make one at home. Come through, dismantle this one. Move it north to the base. Because we're going to want to excavate the... See, we've got the blood bags here. I'll go make a bunch of that. So we got oozes too. Alright. And we got necks and draugas. Alright, so we'll go get started on making a portal. First, let's go and repair everything. Oh wait, we don't repair anything in here anymore. It's hard to get used to. Alright, but we will write the discoveries to the table. So if we get killed, we won't lose that data at least. Alright, so we need 2 circling cores. We want a dedicated one down there, so we're going to have to move the one we've got. We need... I probably have enough of these there, but I'm not going to take a chance. We need 10 of these. Oh, actually, we're making this one here, so... and we need 20 fine woods. that home. Put those there. We don't need those. Put some of the wood away. So we won't need all that. I don't think you're even going to need part of it. What we need is fine wood. We've already got one at the other end. So we just need 20 of these. Now we're going to make another portal. Where are we going to put it? The one for West Isle is back here. We can't put another one here. We'll just put another one here. We'll call it. Now I have to remember this. South West Isle. Too long. Okay. Southwest Isle. Not really an island. Yeah, we'll call it that. It's easier. Southwest Isle, and Isle is capitalized. Okay. Now that won't be active until I get back there, move the one we've got, and rename it. Let's put that. There we go. Now I've got 3 of them. Okay. Background here. And here's the thing, always, always break this thing up before you break up the bench. When you don't have the bench, you can't do that. Okay, now we gotta get home. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm just gonna run north. Our whole goal is to get there intact with everything we need to make our portal. Our one and only goal. Shit! I fell in the hole. Where's that hole from? That was weird. Very steep. I'm gonna try to knock me down the hill. There's a bear over in here. There were 2 bears, weren't there, on the way south? Okay, that's going to run out in 2 minutes. Probably right about the time we're fighting that bear. There were 2 very aggressive bears through here. there's one. Okay, let's go with number 7. Instead of the fire ones, we'll go with the... Yeah, those ones do a lot of damage. Oh yeah, he's a big one. It's a big one, alright. Ooh. Almost got him. Ooh, ouch. Got him. Yep, he was a double big bear. I got twice of everything. Yep, I got 7. I got 2 feet, 4 meats. There's another fur floating around here somewhere. Yep, there it is. Yeah, that was a double big bear. I think the other one is too. Alright, so let's eat our best food. We have a troll along here too. We want to get past without killing. So let's see. We don't have much room because this is very steep. So you're trapped along the shore with whatever happens to be here. And I can't hit Ecther again. Or my stamina. Or the stamina boost or health boost for another 10-15 minutes. So we need to get through here safe. Because our goal is to get back and make our portal. Remember that. Our goal is not to engage with trolls. Okay, so we gotta get through this little gap here. You have to get across that little gap and back home to the boat. Yep, there's the troll right down there. Do you see him? Right there. So we gotta go above him. I do not want to engage with a troll right now. As I recall, when we were going up north across to avoid the troll, we ran into the bear, so that's likely to happen. Look at how steep this is. You have to worry about wolves. I don't hear any howling, but that doesn't mean anything. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he was very aggressive. I think he's a double bear also. If we can see where he goes, we can avoid him. Okay, he's up there. Let's go down here and go along the bottom. You can see our island from here. I mean, we'll kill him if we have to, but I don't want to engage with him right now. Oh, that wasn't our island I was seeing, but we're close. You gotta get up around this edge here, and then our house will be up there. Alright, let's go. This is 40 stamina, this is 50. Well, we've already eaten that though. We'll have to go with this. We only got the 3 now. The 3 and the... Okay, let's go just run across the shore here. I hear something. I just can't tell you which direction it's. Either a troll or a bear, I think. Yeah, I don't feel rested anymore. I feel stressed out, man. Just want to get home with this portal. Oh, another bear. That's a regular bear. Alright, let's go around. Any luck, he won't have noticed us. I think we skipped him. There's our house. We can do it, guys. We can get there. Not too bad now. What we don't want to do is pull anything down to it. So if we run into a troll, we're going to have to kill the troll. We don't want to come back and discover our house and our portal are smashed. Okay, let's hope that we have enough room in here to make a portal. I think so. Yes, definitely. Southwest aisle. Alright, we have a connection. Alright guys, we're in business now. Now we won't have to sail back and forth. Alright, let's take all the stuff that we can use back home. The stuff we don't really need. I'll just leave it here for now. Yeah, we'll leave the meat here. Might need to cook that. Alright, oh yeah, forgot about this. Okay, we'll take all of our riches. We could really use the rock, to be honest. But we can pop back through anytime we need to. We've done it. We've achieved what we set out to do, which is to make a portal and get safely home. So let's go home. That frees up our sea emergency portal, so we can make another one of those. And it makes a new portal for here. Go upstairs and put our new riches up there. I think we're going to have to move Rookie's bed because he said he couldn't lie down on it. And I think it's because it's past the curvature of the roof is making it difficult for him, so probably have to move that. We won't do it right now, but we probably will have to. We've got this loft space we could put him down here at the end of the loft. He's got some stuff in his box already. Actually, we could just go ahead and do that now. Unless he laid down on it to sleep. If he claimed it, I won't probably be able to. Yeah, we'll have to have him move it himself. I think I could probably still do it, but I don't know what would happen if he goes to log in and his bed is gone. I don't know. Alright, now all I need to do is go put the meat and the berries away. And we're done for our trip. Thank you very much for joining me. Let's go write this to the map in case I forgot to do that. I think I already did it, but make sure we get everything written to the map. Get our foods put away. We've got quite a lot of bear meat already. To cook some of that up. But thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate you coming along. And we'll do some more exploration next time. Right now what we covered today was we went around the edge of here. We got down, all that explored. We found marsh down below there, swamp. And we made a portal so we can get there. So this should now be southwest aisle. Actually, we'll use the portal symbol. Southwest aisle portal. So that it looks exactly like what it says on the portal itself. There we go. And then we have all the center part here to explore. Now we can get there easily without having to sail. I've got 2 rafts there, 1 raft there, and no rafts back at home. So, if we and 1 raft up at the Elder Island. So we got rafts all over the place. And we got this explored too, or at least touched upon. We know there's a whole nother landmass over this way. I think that might be a little far away, but it was hard to gauge. A lot of plains, so that's going to be pretty terrifying to explore that. And we did find some black forest and meadows, so we could start from there. We'll sail up the coast here and land here, and then we could make a headway to explore the rest of this place. Looks like there might be some black forest over here, but it was hard to tell. And there's swamp too, so lots of swamp. So that's something for another day. We can put a portal over there so we don't have to sail back and forth, but it's not that far to sail. But I wouldn't want to sail and land here. I'd want to sail up straight up here and land on the meadows. So another day, and thank you for joining me. Appreciate your attention. Any questions or concerns, just put them on the vid. I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. And again, thanks for joining me. Hope you had a good time.